and for today's video, I will talk about the topic, what is climate change, how it occurs, how to mitigate and adapt it. We see that climate change is one of the most complex issues facing nowadays. It involves many dimensions, science, economics, society, politics, moral, and ethical questions, and is global problem felt on local scales that will be around for decades and centuries to come. Carbon dioxide, the heat-trapping greenhouse gas that atmosphere for hundreds of years, and planet, especially the ocean, take a while to respond to warming. So even if we stop emitting all greenhouse gases today, global warming and climate change will continue to affect future generations. In this way, humanity is committed to some level of climate change. So what is climate change? Climate change, according to my source, is a change in the statistical properties of the climate system that persists for several decades or longer, usually at least 30 years. These statistical properties include average, variability, and extremes. Climate change may be due to natural processes, such as changes in the sun's radiation, volcanic eruption, or internal variability in the climate system, or due to human influences, such as changes in the composition of the atmosphere or land use. Changes in climate can occur through both natural and human-induced causes. Global climate varies naturally over time scales from decades to thousands of years and longer. This natural variation can originate in two ways: from internal fluctuations that exchange energy, water, and carbon dioxide between the atmosphere, ocean, land, iceland, and from external influences in the climate system, including variation in the energy received from the sun and the effect of volcanic eruptions. Human activities can also influence climate by changing concentrations of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, altering the concentration of aerosols and altering the reflectivity of Earth's surface by changing land cover. Mitigating climate change is about to reduce the release of greenhouse gas emissions that are warming our planet. Mitigation strategies include retrofitting public buildings for energy and water efficiency, solar panels, small hydropower system, bus rapid transit, electric vehicles, biofuel, tree planting, mitigation action have adaptation benefits and vice versa. Climate mitigation planning. Mitigation activities lower GHG emissions, improving the local quality of life. Current social conditions, more trees and green space improve the quality of life. Current economic conditions, reduce fossil fuels consumption through energy efficiency reduces cost. Current environmental conditions, more energy produced. Climate adaptation planning. Adaptation actions prepare a community for climate change impacts, improving the local resiliency for future generations. Future environmental impacts, ecosystem would be less impacted. Future economic impact, less damage would be occurred to property due to flooding. Future social impacts, intense heat waves would have less impact on vulnerable populations. So before this video ends, I will give you 5 steps that society needs to take to defeat climate change. Number 1. Commitment. The current climate crisis requires people to demand political action from their governments. Number 2. Participations. Climate change requires individuals to contribute to sustainability in their communities through practical solutions. Number 3. Healthy habits. Walking, riding bike, and healthy eating are habits that will help in the fight against climate change. Number 4. Environmental awareness. Scientists that love and respect nature play their part by setting an example in the fight against global warming. Number 5. Efficiency and innovations. Climate change needs the people prioritize energy saving and use of renewable energy. And that's all. Thank you.